Hi guys. Hello, my darlings. Hello, my lovelies. Hello. I know this is very different. I haven't even got makeup on. I've literally just welcome to my next video. Oh goodness, I've not done this before. This is very different. This is very different. I want to pray that this is on. I don't want no problems. I want everything to run smoothly. The reason, like, I really wanted to bring you here with me because I'm really on a personal journey that I'm actually going to share with you because I don't think I'm actually meant to be here to kind of teach you or show you the right way or no, but I'm here to kind of be honest about what I'm kind of going through. And I'm hoping that you take something from this. I'm coming here very raw. This morning has been a lot. I had original plans and I cancelled them, and I was like, you know what? Let's come outside. Look how beautiful this sea. Like, if you see can you see like just how beautiful? I don't know if you can see. Hold on one second. It's just so pretty, you guys. Like, it's just so stunning. I thought the weather is really beautiful. Let's come out to the park. Bring my Bible with me. My one that my baby girl bought this for me, my friend, my sweetie pie, and I bought my journal. Now, I don't ever share what's in my journal. I never do this. But because of what's happened today, it's very significant that I share something with you. I really want to help you in the best way that I can because I know when it comes to my relationship with God and how he shows up for me at the time that I least expect it. Yeah. And I told you, if you're on my channel, my guy, you're gonna hear a lot about God, okay? That's my everything. I even bought bread just in case like birds come out. I'm like, okay, should I feed some birds? But I don't know if I'm going to right now because the way I nearly got attacked by a bee, I'm not trying to deal with that. So maybe I might leave the bread in the bag. Can't lie to you guys. I'm going through things. And we are all going through things out here. We're all going through so many different things. But one thing I feel like because of this year that we're in, the year of the nine, shedding off the skin, the snake, um, I feel like there's so much being exposed inside of us because there's a lot of things that we need to shed in order for us to grow into the new that we are becoming. And I think because of all of that's happening, it feels like it's happening all at once. For me, I don't think you understand. Me sharing this is a lot, but it's my truth, and I'm happy to do it. It's just give me a second. Give me a second, okay? Right now, I am in a place that I'm I'm being led. I was gonna say forced. I'm not being forced. I'm being led to really confront my fears. And I'm not gonna lie to you, even though like I've started this gym journey, like taking I'm taking it in my stride as much as I possibly can. Like, you already know that I've only been once. I only went once last week because I was kind of going through things mentally and on my cycle and just everything. And I think I allowed that to be a reason as to why I don't go. So I only went once last week, Thursday. The week before I went 4 times. The week before that went 3 times. And then I started going again this week. And I noticed that I am a person that goes to the gym at 3:30 in the morning. Well, I get up at 3:30. I get to the gym for about 4:40. And I really questioned myself last night as to why am I going to the gym at that time? And the reason what made do you hear the birds? I love this. This is so cool. The reason why I even allowed myself to even ask myself this question is because yesterday, when I went to the gym in the morning, there was just so many people. I can see three magpies. I love nature so much. It's just so sick. When I went to the gym and when I got there, I'm telling you, there was just so many men. There was so much testosterone in this area where I wanted to do my weights. I'm standing in a corner because I'm just like, what? This is just too much. And it was just uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable. And not because of that they're men, but I feel like it's because I feel like I put so much power in people and not enough within myself and their perception of me. So I'm viewing myself from their eyes, and I don't like the way I'm looking from their perspective. So for example, I'm a new person at the gym. I'm still trying to figure things out. I'm still trying to navigate through different equipment and what might work, what doesn't work. And when there's so many people, especially where I'm new, I feel like I look inadequate. I look like I'm incapable. I look like I don't know what I'm doing. And I think because of that, it just made me very uncomfortable. I still did the whole routine that I needed to do anyway. It didn't stop me from doing it. However, I was very uncomfortable. And this is, like I said, this is nothing to do with the men, but Jesus, the way they're going through this, bro, if you see men at the gym, sometimes I'm just like, they're coming in, and I'm just like, really? I don't know. But like, I did what I needed to do, like I said, but it was just very uncomfortable. And I'm just like in my mind, right, I'm actually gonna go to the gym earlier. So I'm not gonna go to the gym at 4:40 anymore. I'm not gonna get there for 40. I'm gonna actually get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, leave the house at 3, and hopefully get there for 4. So by the time I'm done at 5, they can start coming in, I can leave. And I'll question myself again, it gets me to the question of why do I need to wake up early to go to the gym? Because I'm trying to avoid people. I am literally trying to avoid people. And this is the issue. And this has got me in such a mental space that caused so much conflict because now I'm realizing that I'm allowing people to solidify my choices. I'm allowing my perspective on people to justify my actions. I am putting power in man when there is no power in them. But here I am trying to avoid people. It's like I'm trying to hide. And it's like, why am I hiding? Why am I hiding? And it really made me question myself last night. So last night I was, journaling to God and I was talking to Him. When I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, like, especially when it comes to that kind of emotion and that level of emotion, I can't articulate myself. So this is where a lot of emotion has to come out. And I just pray that God understands every tear, you guys. Every teardrop that sheds from your eye, He understands it and He hears it. I know there's a part in the Bible when I think when it was Cain and Abel, and when Cain killed Abel, and God heard the loud cry that, or God can hear the bloodshed that was on the floor. He hears everything. He understands everything, even down to a teardrop. He can read and understand it. So sometimes it's okay to not be able to have the words when it comes to speaking to Him. He understands the tears. He understands everything about you. Don't underestimate the value of a tear. I want to say that very clearly. I just kind of went to sleep. And then it got to this morning, it got to 3:30, and then my alarm went off. But then I thought to myself, am I going to go to the gym this morning? Am I actually going to go at 3:30? I said no. I said no. Whenever I wake up this morning is when I go to the gym. I'm really just tired of having to do things that makes myself be small. And you don't realize how small you're making yourself until you realize the actions and choices that you make. This morning I got up, I had a shower, I got ready, didn't wear a hat, didn't really care, put my earphones on, and I went to the gym. And I was voice noting my best friend, and I couldn't do it, man. I don't know. This going to the gym, it was hard. It was tough to the point that I'm actually gonna cry on the street. That's embarrassing. So embarrassing. But I didn't care because it's just a lot because I'm about to conquer a fear of going to the gym at a peak hour because anything after 8 or 9 is peak. It is peak because everyone's going to work. People are going to get ready to go to gym before work, or people are coming home maybe from doing a night shift and they're going to the gym, or just and in general, it's just busy. It gets busier from like 9 o'clock. I think 8, 9 onwards, even from 6 to be fair. I got in there. I didn't even look anywhere. I just literally went straight to the changing rooms. Went straight there. Breathed for a second, just relax, okay. And I said, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go straight to the treadmill, as I always do. I always warm up with the treadmill. It's leg day today. So I'm going to go to the back. I'm going to do my squats with that weight. Don't care who's over there. From there, I'm going to maneuver and I'm going to do this and that and this and that. That was the plan. And just shut everyone off. So I had such a go-to mindset. Like I didn't care. Like my mind was focused. Get on the treadmill and I get a text on my phone. And I'm like, who is this? Like, this is my cousin. And I'm like, why is he messaging me? This is so because I've not spoken to him in like, I mean, the last time I remember speaking to him was about 5 years ago. So it's not even a couple of years. It's actually a few years. Some years, actually. Because, honey, a couple is 2, a few is 3, some is 4 more. And then I looked to the left of me and no fucking way. No way. No way. And I mean, no way. My cousin, my baby cousin, it's not even a baby because he's 20, but I was just so shocked. I was literally like, if you guys could understand, we're both just saying each other's names. Like, I'm like, Kenneth. He's like, Sonia. I'm like, Kenneth. He's like, Sonia. Oh my God. It was just such a moment. It was such a moment. I can't. Like, it was just so overwhelming. And I just couldn't even, people were looking at us. And I didn't even care that people were looking at us because I was just so shocked. I haven't seen him in so long. And it was crazy because he's grown so handsome. And I'm not saying I have a beautiful family, but sometimes I thought, Jesus, like, God, you are fit, aren't you? And not, by the way, anyone who knows me, my when I say someone's fit, I don't mean like I fancy them. It's fit as in you're so stunning to look at. Like I could just look at your face, you're just so beautiful. Because I'm a person, when I look at someone, I look at how God created them. I don't look at them like, oh, you're just beautiful. Like I genuinely look at, oh my God, I can see what God has done to you. Like it's so beautiful. And with my cousin, he's grown up to be such a handsome, handsome man. And we had such a beautiful catch up. It was shocking. And I asked him, "Oh, do you often come to this gym?" He's like, "Yeah, he comes here every day, like most days anyway. But he comes around 9 o'clock, 8, 9 o'clock. He's there, or nine, I think 9:10." And I'm just thinking, so these mornings where I'm coming up 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm going home, then he will come around 9. But he's been doing this for over a year, and I'm just like, how have I not known this? Oh my God, I really need a light, Daddy. Like I need the sunlight. Like seriously, I need the light. It was so surprising to me. It was just, I don't know, it was just a lot to take in. It was a lot to take in. You have to understand, you guys, nothing mattered in that moment. If I had not come to the gym at that time that I did, I would have never encountered him. So we was talking in general, talk about everything, catching up about our families and just everything like that at all. And then because he's got a good physique, like a very good physique now. And I asked him how long it took him to get to this, and he said about a year. I'm thinking, oh my God, I could so do this. But then, long story short, he said we can do like basically we can do this together, like especially when it comes with me, because I really want to get myself sexy for like summer. Like I'm so serious. And he was like, of course, but you've got to be consistent. You've got to be disciplined. I'm just like, I know, I know what I need to do. I know. It's just I don't know. But the fact that he's my cousin, like my blood, it's like I just never thought this would happen. I don't know. And the reason why this is very like overwhelming, like we literally caught up for about 30 minutes, I would say. And I was walking him around the gym of what I normally do. And he was telling me things that he does. So basically from next week, he's gonna help train me. And I've and there's a reason why I'm saying this. I'm gonna get to in a second. But I'm just like, oh my God, he's actually going to train me. I don't know how I feel about this because I wanted this for such a long time. As like I've said to you before, I've had trainers before, but the blinds were blurred, the lines were blurred, and I don't want that, you know. But to have it in my cousin, it means everything to me because even though he's younger and everything, whatever, it's not about age. It's more so about experience and someone that can actually help you, like someone that genuinely wants to help you be better for yourself. And there's love there. There's so much love there. I don't even know why it's been so long, but it just has. I've got someone that can actually video what I'm doing all in one. Like he will actually help me. And I asked him, do you mind being on camera? And he's like, no, of course not. Like, why? He's so beautiful. Like, and his dimples. Oh, just loving his teeth. And he's got a beautiful eye. I was like, oh my God, look at your eyes. Look at your eyes. He's just such a cutie pie. And it's like, this is what God was telling me about. Now I'm going to bring it back to God. So in my journal the other day, I was watching a preaching, and I made a note. I made some notes. There was one thing that was very specific that God had said to me that I'm going to share with you. And it was very significant. And you're going to see how it ties in with what I'm talking about today. This is my new journal. I filled up my old one, but this is my new one. This is my new one. This is it right here. This was about a week ago that I got this message from this preaching that it really stood out to me. You want to hear what my daddy said? You want to hear what God said to me? The fact the sun's about to come out is crazy. There's so much. Just look at this whole area. Why do you insist on coming here? God, please, you made this. Can you just get away from me? I don't ask for much. Okay, I asked for a lot, but not like this. Come on. Thank you. Anyways, I see why they call the Bible like the living the living Bible. I understand now. Because it really is in your face, like it's real, it's living, it's alive. It's the Bible is anyways, just ignore me. So this is what God said to me. Oh my God, the sun. The promise of the Lord's presence. Exodus 23:20-23. I am sending an angel before you to protect you on your journey and lead you safely to the place I have prepared for you. Pay close attention to him and obey his instructions. Do not rebel against him, for he is my representative and he will not forgive your rebellion. But if you are careful to obey him, following all my instructions, then I will be an enemy to your enemies and I will oppose those who oppose you, for my angel will go before you. I had this in my mind for the last week. I'm not going to lie to you, but I didn't know that this was going to happen on the other side of my fear. That's the God's honest truth. I had zero idea. And I know, and I asked God specifically, I'm going to give you one example of something. Yesterday, so I've been seeing a lot of hearts recently. Like I told you, my bruise that I have, I don't know if you can see, but it's in the shape of a heart. And I think it was 2 days ago. Was it 2 days ago? Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I was walking up and I could see a red heart on the floor. I said, cool. And then the sky, there was a cloud shaped like a heart. I'm like, okay, I'm seeing a lot of hearts right now. What's going on with these hearts? And I even like when my girl got me this balloon that I ended up having to cut down because how is it still up and it's been a month, so I had to cut it down. And the base was a red heart, which I never noticed until yesterday. So I'm like, okay, it's a lot of hearts. I said to God yesterday, like, I really want for you to give me a sign. And I specifically said, I noticed a red heart towards my area this morning. I noticed the base of the balloon that my girl gave to me, which was a red heart. I'm noticing hearts now, Dad. If this is you, please show me a big red heart. I know you read my writing, I'm aware. I can't go deep right now, but maybe another day, if you permit me to have another day. And I'm so thankful for you, so thankful. And then I told him to please guide, those that I love. And it's so crazy because the biggest heart that you could wear would be blood. It'd be red. And my cousin was wearing red today. And he's my bloodline. And I was like, this is the heart that I wanted to receive. And it was in the form of my cousin. And it's like, God really hears everything, he listens. And I didn't know this turbulence was going to lead to this point. It's really paying attention, but also now there are two bees. You went out and bought a friend. Don't do insects. God, I don't even think it's a spider or anything. Oh my God, I love nature, but this is the side that I don't like. God, seriously? Oh no! I don't like that. I don't like it. You want to piss me off? This is the devil. This is definitely the devil. Oh no, I'm gonna stand up to you, bitch. I'm gonna knock you out. I think I'm no, because then he might sting me. God, I can hear it. Okay. Woohoo! The devil! I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you. Are you mad? For the Lord has chosen me. Wait, what's the quote? Oh shit! Where is my quote? So sorry, God. Do not I have chosen you. I have chosen you, and I will not throw you away. Do not be afraid, for I am with you. Do not be discouraged, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and I will help you and I will lift you with my victorious right hand. I remembered it now. It took me a minute. uh, you guys, God is real, man. God is so real, and you need to understand. Like, I'm coming to you bare. I'm coming to you as vulnerable as I possibly can, because I need you to understand. He may not answer you straight away. He may not answer you the way you think he would answer you. Like, I think we have this preconceived idea of what God can do. The thing is, one thing about God, he's unpredictable. He's not, and the fact is, if he knows that your mind is so clever and so smart to pick up on him, he will make sure that you have no idea what he's going to do next, because you can't predict him. You don't know how he's going to do it, but you know he's going to come through. And it's having the faith and knowing that he will come through for you and staying still in that belief. That is what I'm having to learn. And in the midst of what I'm dealing with, and things, when I see things like this today, it's like I need to remind myself of the fact that I do know God is real, and I do know he exists, and I do know he lives, and I know he's within me, and I know he's around me, and I know he's in those that I love, and I know he will always show up for me. But sometimes you go through things in life that makes you question, am I really doing this right? Am I really doing this okay? Am I just talking to myself in a way like I actually could do this, when really I'm being delusional? But then you kind of have to be delusional, because if you have delusional faith, you're not really gonna make it beyond your normality of what exists right now. And it's like, it can be very disheartening sometimes, like especially when you feel like you're not doing enough, or you're not doing the right thing. But at the same time, in order for me to step into the promise of what God wants for me, I have to walk in boldly. I have to walk in with my head held high and do it afraid. And it's so funny, because I was saying this to myself this morning, that the words can be like feathers, but they also could be very sharp. And it depends on the person. It depends on how person takes it. So, for example, when I hear, like, doing it afraid, it sounds like, oh yeah, do it afraid. Until this morning, when I really had to do this afraid, I had to go to the gym being afraid of not knowing what the outcome would look like if I just pushed myself by going at this time. And I know, again, it might sound silly to some, but this is really serious for me, because this is something that I really have a lot of fears, and these are fears, and I know fears are false evidence appearing real. I know. But this is something that I've had in my mind for so long. So I thought I was even doing good by just going to the gym at the morning, getting up early, having a productive day. But really and truly, I'm hurting myself more than anything, because the reasoning why I'm not going at any time, and I'm going in the mornings, because basically afraid of people, and people seeing me, especially at the beginning. It's different when you go to the gym, when your body's all right and it's all perfect and it's all looking good and it's where you like it, and you can go at any time, because of course you look good. No one's gonna chat to you. But when you're like a person that's at the beginning, you're very aware of people and how someone may look at you, and it's like, it doesn't matter what people think. It doesn't matter. It does not matter what people think. Looks like a smiley face in the sky. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks at all. It matters what you think. It matters what you see. It matters how you feel about yourself. It matters how you see yourself. It matters what are you gonna do to push yourself to get you to that next level? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to do? Are you willing to push yourself beyond your fears? Are you willing to do things that is not really comfortable for you? Because really and truly, I got comfortable going at the times that I was going in the morning. I got very comfortable with that. But then, is it sustainable? Not really. Because if I go out the night before, if I'm doing something the night before, whether I'm filming, whether I'm doing something, then that will be my excuse as to why I can't go in the morning. This is something so small, but it's so significant for me, you guys. It is. And it's like, I'm really, my YouTube really is like getting to know yourself for dummies. And I'm not saying I'm a dummy. I'm not. But I'm really having to learn things from the bottom up. Like, I'm having to really learn things slowly. And I really want to help someone out there, because I know you're going through. In fact, if you watch my videos, I'm telling you now, maybe you just support me and I appreciate you. But I want to speak to the person behind this camera that understands what I'm talking about, especially when it comes to your faith or when it comes to the way you feel within yourself, or really and truly is doing something on the other side of fear, pushing yourself through that fear. Because if I had never gone to the gym at the time I did today, I would have never saw my cousin. I would have never seen the revelation of what God has said to me. I would have never seen it. I would have never known. And now I know it's come from him. It's like, you can't make this shit up. You can't. You just can't make it up. Ah! And you know what my journal says at the front? I don't know if you can see this. It says never stop dreaming. I love journals. I think journals are amazing. My best friend put me on these ones, actually. One day I'm going to interview my best friend on here. You're going to see who I'm dealing with, and you'll understand why I am slowly growing into the woman I'm becoming. You know, having a good support system means everything. I have my big sis, I have my baby sis. Yeah. And I'm so grateful. I have no siblings, but I have my family, my God-given soul family. That's more than you could ever ask for in life. So you have to have faith. This morning was a lot for me. It was a lot emotionally. It was intense. It's very intense. And it's something as small as going to the gym. So can you imagine what other fears I'm going to have to conquer? Ah, Lord. Is that a butterfly? What the hell is that? Is that a butterfly? That looks like a bloody gnat. I feel. I really want to put. Is it, oh, it's dry. If that dog comes, this is all these dogs I like without a leash. I don't mind dogs yet, but if they come and charge me, I can't be held liable. And she's throwing it this direction. Is she on crack? To be fair, she can't really throw that far. That's all right. You can do this. You can make that step. I have to be disciplined. So it's the point of not even I can't move with how I feel. If I move with how I feel, I'll never get shit done. And I know that. And I've been seeing a lot of posts in regards to that. And I think it's very important that I understand in myself that it doesn't matter how I'm feeling, get the work done. And I think I saw a post this morning, and it was this woman, I can't remember her name. She's so lovely. And she's from America. And she was talking about like athletes, how you see them showing up every day, so you just see that they're perfect all the time. But the thing is, with athletes, for example, they can come in on a Monday 100%, but the Tuesday they might come in on 80%, on Wednesday they might come in on 20, on Thursday they might come in on 50%, on Friday they might have 70%. So overall, by the weekend, it might be 60% they've shown up, but they've shown up. But you don't see that. You don't know what they're dealing with. You don't know what they're bringing to the table. You don't know how much energy they're bringing. You don't know anything. But what you do know is they're showing up. That's what makes an athlete an athlete. Showing up for yourself beyond how you feel, because how you feel doesn't matter, because what you're trying to get to matters more than how you feel. Because I was saying this to myself this morning, how I can be a person, I've been that person that shows up every day for my shifts at work, try to be on time. I will wake up for a job I don't even like. I'll wake up for people that I don't even want to be around. I will do this discipline for a person who don't even know I exist. The company don't know who the fuck I am. They know I'm a number on their record, but that's it. They don't know me by the name. They know me by a number. I will show up for people that don't even matter. But when it comes to myself, I make excuses. Yeah, no, I can do it tomorrow. No, yeah, I'll do this later. Why will I show up for someone else and not for myself in the same respect? Meaning there's a lack of self-respect on myself. There's a lack of self-love. And I think this morning has shown me that this is the first step towards me showing myself that self love. I'm going to just pray through it. There's nothing that we can't do. It's all in here. God has his hand on me. Whew. Sometimes you get so consumed in life and what you're going through and what you're dealing with that you fail to see the beauty. And this is why it was so important for me today to come to the park. I didn't care how I was feeling when I got home from the gym, or how I was feeling when I'm just feeling a bit tired. I'm not feeling the best. I didn't care about even the way I looked, because the way I look is all my ego. I don't care what I look like, as long as I get the message across to you. That's what matters to me the most. I can look like a bald-headed eagle for all I care, as long as the message gets out. Because something that I will say to you will stick. I showed up, and I'm proud of myself today. I really am proud of myself. And I think I don't give myself enough credit when I do these things. I wasn't going to, but I think some doing this video is making me be aware of you have to celebrate the small wins. Today was the biggest small win I could have possibly have had. And that's why I said, let me come to the park. You know me and nature. I came to the park. And I'm doing this video for you. I want to share my little win, and I want you to have wins. And I think this is the most important part is I'm a person that I will celebrate things when it's the biggest, big milestones. I don't celebrate the small wins. And now on this journey, the new version of myself has to celebrate every single small win. Celebrating for getting from A to B. I'm celebrating. Celebrating from B to C. I'm celebrating from C to D. And we're going to continuously do that because that constant cycle will keep you in the present moment. And it will make you realize by the end of the year, the biggest things that you've conquered everything more than you could have even imagined because you celebrate the small wins. It's not about the big ones. It's not about destination. It's the journey. I want you to experience that for yourself as well. I think it's very important. Doesn't matter what it is. Please, like, be vigilant and be discerning and open your eyes and talk to God if you can. If you don't believe in God, then at least talk to yourself because believe it or not, baby, God exists within you. If you know what, forget what I just said right there. If you don't believe in God because you don't really think he exists, test out the theory. Put it out there. Because God is real. I'm not gonna sit here and act like he ain't. He is. Just test out the theory. Try it. I mean, what have you got to lose? What have you got to lose if you don't believe in God right now because you don't think he exists? Test out the theory. Put something out there. And by the way, coincidences doesn't exist. So before you even do something and test out the theory and something happens, oh, it's a coincidence. There's no such thing as a coincidence. I'm going to make that very clear to you. No such thing as coincidences. Everything happens for a reason. And the thing is, it's very difficult for humans to understand that God is real because you can't see him. But you can't see oxygen, but you know you're breathing it in. I don't understand how people don't understand that. You don't see oxygen. You that was a B. You don't see oxygen, but you see the movements it makes based on the trees and everything. But if you understood that the oxygen that you breathe is God, I think I've said what I needed to say. This has been a very long video, but please, guys, you can do this, man. Just start small. Really notice your habits and patterns. Notice everything you do and think as to the reasons why you make these actions. And if your actions is based on other people, that's something you need to look at. And that's where we take the first step in how can we conquer that? How can we change that? How can we rectify that? How can we make it about you? You have to be selfish. You have to do things for you. You can't do things based on other people because believe it or not, no one else is really checking for you like that. It's you that's checking for you and other people's perspective. I have a bird's eye view for everything around me. That's how I see things. And this is why I got into my own head and it stopped me from making decisions that should have been a normal. And I had to go very drastic and I had to go very extreme by waking up stupid hours because I was just afraid. Even in the Bible, it says, do not be afraid 365 times. But yeah, I hope you guys have liked my video. I'm really sorry for this shaking if you've experienced it quite a lot. I'm so sorry. Look at the bird. If you guys liked my video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If this reaches one person, I'm very happy and I'm very satisfied with that for sure. And I just thank God for helping me speak on what I spoke on today because everything that was in me. I see a ladybird. Sorry. Do you know red ladybirds are good luck? They're really pretty. Yes, you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for sharing this moment with me, and thank you for just being here. I want to be comfortable with you guys because you guys are basically like my journal. So I hope you really guys like this video, and I really hope I get to see you soon and everything. And I'm gonna go run around in the park without my socks on. I got fluffy socks on. Can you see? And these are long socks as well. Look, they're really long. I'm gonna go run around. But yeah, I love you so much. Why is she gonna do this? mud. It's mud. It's just, if it was just grass, it'd be fine. It's the soil. My God. All right, you guys, I gotta go. I love you. I'll speak to you guys soon. Okay. Bye. Love you.